fellas, Cinema back, another dish. How we doing out there? Good, great, yan, puke. Jesus Christ. Here we are again, are we not? But I fucking, you know what? I mean, I wasn't gonna, who am I to let you down? I'm gonna finish this box set before, I got a couple of treats for you around the corner, gang. A couple of treats. Well, maybe not for you, but it was fun for me to do. And as we all know, I was about to say I do this show for myself. I don't, because if I knew that no one was listening, oh fuck, I would have quit about a year ago. He did so much content. We're just piling on together. Nobody cares. Welcome to the worst show in the history of podcasts. The absolute worst. The very worst. There's none worse. If you were to stack up 500 movie podcasts, this wouldn't even make the cut. Would not make the cut. Well, if you've been following along for the last 2 months, we are in the home stretch, Act 3, as it were, for the Shawscope Volume 1 collection released by Arrow Video. Arrow Video's release of Shawscope Volume 1, which is a collection of 12 films from the Shaw Brothers era. I cannot wait to see what Volume 2 is going to be. Oh, my God. Not that I'm necessarily looking forward to reviewing them, because, as we know, I'm not like the rest of you piece of shit critics out there that, you know, the distributors are nice enough to send you this $150, $200 box set, which I promise you will be $500, $600, $700, $800 a year, 2-3 years from now. I promise you. They will be collector's items, and you motherfuckers review the box set as a whole. You write 3 paragraphs, oh, it's got this movie in it, and then you leave it be. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Now, having said all of that, I ought to be ashamed of myself, because the content that I've put together for these Shaw Brothers films, is nothing short of puke-worthy. Like, I listened to the first 10 minutes of 5 Deadly Venoms. Perhaps when you are very, very sick and voiding out of both ends, you shouldn't get on a microphone. But let it ride is what I say. Let it ride. So, if you've been sticking with us up until this point, we had King Boxer, which was the first installment. We had the Boxer of Shung Tong, which was the second. We had 5 Shaolin Masters, the third. Shaolin Temple, the fourth. The Shaolin Temple was supposed to be a pseudo-prequel. Mighty Peking Man was the fifth. I wish I could have that hour and a half back, but all the rest of them, classics, legendary. Challenge of the Masters, which was number, 5? Executioners from Shaolin, number 6. Chinatown Kid, number 7. The 5 Venoms, number 8. And here we are with the Crippled Avengers, the sequel to the 5 Deadly Venoms. Or five Deadly Venoms, or the 5 Deadly Venoms. However, I mean, you search on the stupid American internet, and you're going to get a shitload of fucking misinformation. For instance, so this box set coming from Arrow, it's called Crippled Avengers, right? Well, you can also, under another name, called The Return of the 5 Deadly Venoms. Hilarious, because it's not. It is not the return of 5. These are all new people. I mean, same actors, but all new characters. In the Shaw Brothers classic film, prepare for non-stop action and a storyline that is full of energy, emotion, and some of the best martial arts choreography of all time. No, but it's really good. A band of 4 physically... we'll do this one slow. A band of 4 physically challenged fighters. Band of 4 physically challenged fighters learn to use their disabilities as their most lethal weapons when they... You know what, let's back it up. A band of 4 physically challenged fighters learn to use their disabilities as their most lethal weapons when they stand up to save their town from a demonic tyrant. Legendary director Cheng Che returns with this eye-popping visuals and jaw-dropping fights in this kung fu cult masterpiece. I don't agree with any of that. Just so we're clear. I don't agree with any of that. Crippled Avengers 1978 Shaw Brothers Kung Fu film directed by Ching Che, starring 4 members of the Venom Mob. Only 4 members of the Venom Mob. It has been released in North America as Mortal Kombat. No, it wasn't released as Mortal Kombat. Was it really? Again, maybe I should read over some of this shit before I just start fucking speaking into the mic. Mortal Kombat, don't think so. And The Return of the 5 Deadly Venoms. The film follows a group of 4 martial artists seeking revenge after being crippled by Chu Twin, played by Chen Quan Tai, a martial arts master, and his son, Chu Cho Chang. You know what's funny? So I watched the Arrow version of this, obviously, and then I had to work, so I pulled up Amazon Prime, which is playing this as well. You can stream it there as well. Different runtime, not a different movie, but different runtime, and definitely stuff missing from the Arrow video release. I'm like, why are we doing this? Why is it so hard to get on the same page with old films from the East? Why one version? Let's just make the definitive version and call it a day. No, I'm the only one that gives a shit about that. Well, you should give a shit about that. So, for instance, like I think in the Amazon version, our villain Quan Ti Chen, our villain played by Quan Ti Chen goes by like Tian Ti Du or something like that, and in the Arrow version, his name is Master Do. So, who do we got starring in this? Quan Ti Chen, Black Tiger Dao Tian Do. Feng Lu, who plays Tao Xing. He is the son of the Black Tiger Master Do, played by Quan Ti Chen. Philip Chung Feng Kwok plays Chen Shun. Meng Lo, see, these are all the Venoms. If you've been listening to the any of the installments prior to this, these names should now. I remember that. Maybe I should check these. I mean, if they were trustworthy enough to put them in fucking 7 dozen films together, then they must be doing something right. Anyway, Philip Chung Feng Kwok plays Chen Shun. Meng Lo plays Wai Da Ti. Sun Qin, or Qin Sun, plays Hu A Kuei. Sheng Chen plays Wang Yi. And what do you know? One of my favorite villains ever, Lung Wei Wang. Or Wang Lung Wei, however they prefer us to say it. I wouldn't know because I get fucking mixed signals every time I listen to a commentary or fucking read anything on the internet. It's like, oh, well, they say it this way. Oh, they say it that way. I don't even know anymore, and I give up. I'm just going to go to China, and they're going to tell me the real thing. Well, you'd have to go to the north or the south. If you go to the north, you're going to get a different answer than you would from the south. I understand that. But for some odd reason, wouldn't you think it's straight from the gift horse. It's straight from the horse's mouth. We also have Chen Tu Tan, or Tan Chen Tu, who plays Master Law Bo. So I guess we'll go off of... by the way, you want to know who this is written by again? Ni Quan. 225 films. He wrote this one too. And obviously directed by the fucking master himself, Ching Che. So what do we got here? 3 Tigers of... Let's talk about this fucking open. I'm not going to ruin the ending for you because, I mean, we don't do that. And I'm pretty sure 5 Deadly Venoms, I was so sick and just fucking diarrheaing out of my mouth. No, Sean, what are you, fucking 5? You got dick and fart humor? Grow up. Grow the fuck up. This one starts... I'm not going to ruin anything. I'm going to try my best not to ruin anything for you. I had to show like 3 or 4 people the introduction to this movie because I just thought it was so hardcore. So the 3 Tigers of the South, who I don't even know why we have to have a name for them because you'll hear why shortly. They're looking for Master Do, played by Quan Ti Chen, Chen Quan Ti, however you want to say it. They're looking for Master Do. When not there, all they find is the wife and son. Okay? The wife and son. And the 3 Tigers from the South are like, you know what? We got to send a message, but we can't go around killing innocent women and children. And one guy, without missing a beat's like, nah, yeah, we can. Let's chop off the wife's legs. and the son's arms. And I'm like, they won't do it. Literally, as I was thinking, they won't. The sword was already swung, chopping off the wife's legs. Bah, they're not going to do it to the son. Oh, my God, they chopped off the son's arms as well. And then, damage is already done. The three tigers of the south, the bad men are still standing there when Chen Quanti makes his appearance. Master Do makes his appearance. Or Master Do, or fucking Chutu, or whatever the fucking internet wants to tell you. He like stands there and like, he stands there way too long for my taste, surveying the scene of his dead wife and son. And then he comes in and he kills the three tigers of the south. Just fucking boom, 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 dead as fuck, right? Checks on his wife. Oh, she dead. Fucking legs are gone. She dead. But the son's still alive and like half crying, which I was just like, this dude lost both his fucking arms. And he's like, Dad, I didn't scream when they cut off my arms, and I didn't, well, yeah, you did, but I didn't forsake your name when they chopped off my arms. He's like, that's good, son. Just as he says, that's good, son, we like fast forward 25 years. That's the introduction to the movie. And now, his son, Tao Sheng Tao, played by Feng Lu, they've fitted him with some iron arms. They fit him with some iron arms. He now trains. Oh, by the way, going back before we did the fucking 20-year or the 15-year time lapse, he tells his son, hey, I appreciate you for not, giving up where I was, or, not forsaking the family or anything like that. I know how to fix this. You just need to learn Kung Fu for the rest of your life. And then it time lapses like 15 years. And I'm like, well, I mean, I suppose that's one way to handle your new armless son. Just be like, you train Kung Fu, everything will be fine. Nothing will be hard. So, I don't know why I find that so funny, but I would say if it was any other type of movies, like if it was anything other than, a Shaw Brothers film or something like that, I would probably be like, that's jarring. But nope, not jarring at all. Anyway, so the man's got metal arms. He trains with Dad. Time's passed a little bit. Trains with Dad. Basically just tells his son, fuck your arms, you're going to train Kung Fu. Anyway, significant amount of time passes with a blink. Now the son's old, the dad's old, fitted with iron arms. Oh, and the iron arms also shoot darts. And the son's learning tiger style. 3 different types of tiger style. Forest tiger, forest tiger, wind tiger, and windmill tiger. A little redundant on the second one, but nevertheless, that's what you see in the movie. Master Do, has captured all the sons of the men that killed his wife. Basically, what he tells his son, Tao Sheng, I just want you to cripple their sons. I just want you to cripple their sons. I don't want you to kill them. Even though they killed my wife, I just want you to cripple them, which Tao Sheng most certainly does. Now, Master Du laughs over some alcohol. They're at a marketplace just drinking and having a good time, the son and Master Du. Enter Chin Shun, played by Philip Kwok. He witnesses Master Du assault men for looking at them. Assaults them. Just looks at his son, looks at Master Du. I mean, they're just horrible people. Horrible people. And they get fucked up for their troubles. And it only gets worse from there. We'll give you a taste of just how easy it is to put these fucking villains over. Anyway, he witnesses Master Du assault a man for looking at him. Enter Mang Lo. Mang Lo, who is the blacksmith in this, who plays Wai Dati. Mang Lo starts talking shit because he sees the assault going on as well. He's just like, why are you picking on people? Wai Dati is the blacksmith in the town. And Wai Dati, played by Meng Lo, continues to talk shit loud enough so they can hear him up in their little balcony VIP place as they're drinking, talks shit loud enough, and then before you know it, Tao Sheng is now in Chen Shun's face, or he's in Chen Shun's face, because Chin Shun and Meng Lo were both talking shit, but in the end, they first come for Chin Shun. This is all taking place at the restaurant, right? And now the son, Tao Xing, is in Chin Shun's face. Yeah, all of about, I don't know, 2 seconds, he gouges fucking Chin Shun's eyes out. Just gouges him right out with his metal arms. Now Chin Shun is fucking blind as fuck. Chin Shun finds his way to the blacksmith, obviously. Wai Da Ti is now the blacksmith, wondering, hey, I guess I'm just going to be a poor fucking invalid now. Oh, no, he's not now, but he fucking just leaves, right? So Master Du asked to break bread with the blacksmith. So Wai Da Ti break bread with the blacksmith. They poison him right out the gate, and he's stumbling around, and before you know it, they fucking smack him on the side of the head and make him deaf. He's now deaf. Which I must say that the sequences that come after that with no sound, I like it when you do that. Nice little layer to have those sequences. Nice little dramatic effect. Anyway, now we see blind Chin Shun looking for the blacksmith. They meet, and it's like hear no evil and see no evil with fucking Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder. we got the blind and the deaf. So we got Meng Lo, who is deaf, and we got Chin Shun, who is now blind. Okay, you with me? Are you with me? Anyway, enter Ahu Kwai, who's played by Chin Sun. He accidentally, I told you, this shit escalates so quick. He accidentally bumps into Tao Sheng on the street. So Ahu Kwai bumps into Tao Sheng, the son with the metal arms, and almost immediately he gets his legs cut off for his troubles. Dude, I'm telling you right now, this movie is hardcore. Gives no fucks. Fuck your feelings, as I like to say. My one of my favorite lines is, the Asians don't give a fuck about your feelings, and I love it. At least when we're talking about cinema greatness. But yeah, so Ahu Kwai gets his fucking legs cut off. So now we got the deaf, we got the blind, and we got the legless. All right. My favorite villain comes by the blacksmith to insult them, Wang Lung Wei. Comes by and insults them, and then Wang Yi shows up as as Wang Lung Wei is insulting and assaulting the cripples. And Wang Yi, played by Sheng Chen, shows up, defends the cripples. In fact, he even storms the fucking gates of the castle where Master Du is. Master Du, whatever. Fucking, if you read this, Sheng, fucking Chu Twin. That's literally what it says. If you go to Wikipedia right now, Chu Twin, a master of tiger-style kung fu, that's not what they call him in the movie. Either fucking version, now that I think about it, the fucking piece of shit stream from Amazon Prime, or the wonderfully remastered version by Arrow Video. They do not call him Chu Twin. Listen, if we were going to go by Wikipedia, Chu Twin, a master of tiger-style kung fu, returns home to his wife murdered and his son crippled, having his arms cut off from the elbows down. I don't know why you would add that, but whatever. Chu Twin has Chu Twin. That's not his name. Chu Twin has iron arms constructed. Wait a minute. So you're gonna say Chu Twin didn't return home to have? Oh, okay, I got it. Never mind. I got a little excited there. I'm sorry. Chu Twin, Master Du, has iron arms constructed for his son and trains him in the art of kung fu. Shocker for a Shaw Brothers film, right? Shocker. Trains him in the art of kung fu. Despite getting revenge on the wrongdoers, they still are filled with bitterness and anger towards the world. That is not fucking explicitly stated. Who the fuck writes some of this stuff on the internet? That is, they're not just sitting around going, I hate the world. That doesn't happen. Fuck's sake, man. This is why you can't. During Chu Twin's reign over his village, there's no oh, fuck's sake. I can't. I'm getting angry. Sean's getting upset. The town blacksmith, Mr. Wei, becomes annoyed and verbally abusive towards Chu Twin. I hate that so much. I hate it. When he and his entourage occupy the upstairs portion of the tavern when he wants to use it. He is forced to drink a liquid to make him a mute, and when he remains defiant, he is deafened by a two-handed ear clap. Delivered by... Okay, so the drink that they invite him up for, fucking acid through his fucking vocal cords. Dunsey. And then gets a two-handed ear clap. Delivered by Chu Twin himself. It's not Chu Twin. It's Tao Xin. After Mr. Wei is forced to leave the tavern, a traveling hawker is blinded by the iron fingers of... No, that one happens before the other. Jesus Christ. Chu Twin's son, Chu Chao Chang... What is this? After Mr. Wei is forced to leave the tavern, a traveling hawker is blinded by the iron fingers of Chu Twin's son, Chu Chao Chang. Nope, just Tao Sheng. See how it's oddly similar? Tao Sheng is what the Arrow video version is. Wikipedia, Chu Chao Chang. See how it's kind of different, kind of the same? Chu Chao Chang for supporting the same sentiments as Wei. Wei. Another person has his legs chopped. It's not another person. It's one of the other main characters. Who's writing this for Wiki? All right. We're done with maybe we'll revert back to the fucking Wikipedia here in a second, but we're done. That's you're fired. You're fucking fired. Anyway, back to the hear no evil and see no evil. Nope. Legs are cut off. Wang Yi shows up, even storms the compound of Master Du, puts on a fucking choreography clinic throughout this. This is the choreography clinic throughout all of them, really. Wang Lung Wei is good with the ball and chain. He's got a ball connected to a chain. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. Anyway, ultimately, Wang Yi, played by Sheng Qin, gets overpowered. There's too many people at the compound of Master Du for him to take advantage. So, you want to know how he becomes one of the crippled Avengers? Well, they strap a device to his head, like this metal bar that bends around his head, and they fucking corkscrew it real tight, and it makes him an idiot. Really? That's what they... Excuse me. That's even what they say in the movie. Like, let's make him an idiot. In fact, there's a line that I laughed out loud at that happens later in the film. It says, one of them says, "He must be retarded. We should let him go." I don't know why I laughed out loud to that, but I was like, first of all, hard R. Calm down, because I mean, this re-release, I think they remastered them in beginning of 2021. Maybe you should remove the retarded part, but I did laugh out loud just because of just how, like, oh, you're so admirable, Mr. Du, Master Du, because you said, oh, because he's retarded. And at this point, they don't even remember it's him because we have a couple more time lapses in this, but they don't remember that he's the idiot that they fucking squeeze the brain out of. He must be retarded. Leave him alone. Fucking what, dude? What is happening? Anyway, makes him an idiot. Now, Wang Yi just like mocks the other cripples. Like, I mean, the reason the other cripples watch over him is because he went in to storm the compound for them. Now he just doesn't remember. Now he just laughs all the time and just mocks the other people. Ultimately, he ends up helping them. I mean, he can't. It's not like they just made him stupid and then he doesn't contribute for the rest of the film, here nor there. But it's kind of annoying, but it, at least it's justified. It's kind of annoying that he laughs at everything. And actually, one time he blows the whistle at a very crucial part in the film. Well, crucial part for our Avengers to gain the upper hand, and he fucking blows the whistle because he's an idiot. Anyway, I don't want to ruin too much. What else do we got here? Well, now the Avengers band together, and how are they going to defeat Master Du and his son? We got a great fight sequence between Philip Kwok and Wang Lung Wei. Just next level choreography. And then some opposition is brought into, because now word's getting out that these crippled Avengers are just beating ass. And now the opposition starts to train for the crippled Avengers. How can they trap and kill them? They bring some secret. They bring in some secret weapons, which is a couple of dudes, and I'm not going to tell you anything more than that because those sequences are pretty sweet. Minus the man who has this. I did want to talk about because I don't know, it was annoying to me. First of all, I didn't. Not first of all. What are we? 30 minutes into this? Yeah, it's not first of all. I wanted to say I liked this more the second and third time that I watched it than I did the first time. The first time I was kind of confused because we didn't have the 5 Venoms actually. You know, I mean, well, you couldn't for obvious reasons, but I didn't really like it. This time around, I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it at all. But let's get back to one of the guys that's quote-unquote the secret weapons for the villain. He has like a mini bow and arrow that shoots marbles. But here's the thing. Like, I can get into any movie, whatever. If that's his gimmick, that's his gimmick, right? But when you see him shoot the marbles on camera, it looks really stupid. It looks so fucking dumb. Like, for starters, he has to, like, shoot it off to the side of the actual bow itself because, like, I'm sure they figured out, oh, well, it's not an arrow, so it's not going to slide right by the shaft. No, so we have to, like, shoot the ball around the actual bow. It just looks silly. I get it. This is movies from 78, but Jesus Christ. I was like, this is fucking annoying. But anyway, the Avengers plan to fuck up Master Do on his birthday. That's the plan. That is the plan. So, Master Do, Tao Xiang, well, the Crippled Avengers are coming for him. Crippled Avengers are Philip Chuk Fung Kwak, Meng Lo, Chin Sun, and Shing Chin, coming to take down the motherfucking Master Do and Tao Xiang for their treachery amongst the land. I urge you, if you watch this one and you're like, oh, that wasn't as good as 5 Deadly Venoms, watch it again. Give it like a month and watch it again. I think you might like it the second go around. I think like most of us, it was jarring because, well, we're seeing the Venoms from the previous film, but they're not playing the same characters, and now it's like different. They don't have like a gimmick. Like there's no centipede, there's no frog. You know, now it's blind, deaf, stupid, and legless. I mean, but that's what it is. And obviously, it's just a little bit cooler to get into toad, lizard, snake, centipede. You know, right? Well. So just a little different. So I urge you to watch it and fucking month later, give it another run back, and I guarantee you'll like it. All right. Enough of this shit. Crippled Avengers. That's right. Motherfucking 10th installment. Shawscope Volume 1. Ellis Cinema, Arrow Video, Shawscope Volume 1 to the Shaw Brothers Collection. Available now. Get that hard disk. Or fucking Google these films and stream it and then go, oh, he's right. Those are pretty good. I'm gonna fucking buy it. Ellis Cinema, we're gone.